Hi there. Welcome to my live. Today I will be reading a collective message that I got from clairaudiently salt scrying. So that's when I throw the salt, look at the different patterns and get messages clairaudiently. So I hear them. There's all different ways of scrying. So a lot of times people will determine the different symbols and shapes and get meanings from those. But the way I do it is I get the messages clairaudiently. So also there's all different kinds of clairs you can have. There's clairaudience, which is clear hearing, claircognizance, which is clear knowing, when you just know things without knowing how you know them. Clairvoyance is when you see images through your third eye. And also there's clairalience, which is clear smelling. When you smell things that aren't there, that could be signs from spirit. Or, yeah, they all have different meanings if you look up the meanings of what you're smelling. There's also clear tasting, clairgustance, I think it is. I get that a lot, where I can taste different foods. Usually, I think it's just a craving for something, but it's definitely a clear or clear, one of the clairs. So yeah, I'll get into the collective message, and if there's anyone joining me at the end, I'll pull some cards. I couldn't find my pendulum today, so I won't be answering any yes or no questions. I can pull some cards for you though and give you some messages on what's coming up in the next week for you. So I'll get into the messages that I got from my scrying session. So first of all, I got the 4 directions and 4 elements. So each of the 4 directions, east, south, west, and north, are connected to a different element, and they all have different meanings. So just whichever direction you're drawn to, north, east, south, or west, may reveal what you need to work on. So the east is related to the element of air, and that's all about new beginnings, vision, clarity, and inspiration, opening to new insight and seeing with fresh eyes. The south is related to the element of fire, which is passion, transformation, action, and creativity. And that says to ignite your purpose and burn away fear. So maybe if you want to release some things, you could write them down on a piece of paper and burn them in the fire. If you're feeling drawn towards the west direction, that element is water. That's about emotion, intuition, healing, and release. And that one says, feel it all, let the past wash away. So again, if you do want to release something into the water, if you're feeling drawn towards the west direction, you could write it down on a piece of paper and let it wash away in the ocean or in a river. And the last direction, north, is related to the element of earth. So that's about wisdom, grounding, ancestors, and stability. And that says, stand rooted in who you are becoming. The next message I got was just to check on some dark moles, even if it's just for peace of mind. Better to be safe than sorry. Then we got letting go of what's holding you back. This could be a past wound that you are still carrying or holding on to. It could be a fear of the unknown, or it could be that you aren't trusting in yourself enough. Then I got the song Take It Easy by the Eagles. So that's about relaxing, slowing down, and don't let life's pressures get you down. Don't rush anything. Everything happens in divine timing. It's time to stop, maybe stop, take stock, and take a breath before going on again. Then I've got I got the word paramour. So this could be a love coming into your life or a friend turning to lover. So I was also getting the word former. So former paramour. So it could be an ex trying to come back into your life, but it's best to leave them in the past. It didn't work out for a reason, and there's no point going through all that pain again. So the next one is that someone is being belligerent towards you listening to them. It's a sort of their way or the highway situation. but you must remember you don't have to listen to them if you feel they are in the wrong. If they keep being adamant that they are right, try to understand the underlying reasons for their conviction and gently guide them towards a more accurate perspective. If direct confrontation is not feasible or productive, it's often best to acknowledge their feelings, agree where possible, and steer the conversation toward a more neutral and factual discussion. Then I saw the image of a mouse. So at the start I said it was all clairaudient, but I was also getting some clairvoyance as well. Sometimes I'll see images in my third eye. So I saw a mouse. So there is something being hidden from you, and it's time to remove a problem in your life. That problem may even be the person that's hiding something from you. Then I saw a white rabbit, and that is a lucky omen and can point to peace and contentment in love. Next up, I got the saying, perseverance is key. So you may want to quit something, but it is important to keep going, even if it seems hard sometimes. When it starts feeling harder, that just means you are close to the finish line. So don't give up yet. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Then I saw the word marsupial. So that's about nurturing and protecting yourself. Make sure you are doing things for yourself out of love and kindness to your body and soul, and make sure you are properly protecting yourself, be that from people in your physical or even dark entities. If you feel entities around, make sure you picture yourself surrounded by a white light of protection, and you could also place a cut lime filled with salt in corners of the rooms in the house where you feel the presence. Then I got the saying mind over matter. So it's a phrase that speaks to the power of will and mental focus, overcoming physical challenges or external obstacles. It suggests that with enough determination, belief, or mental strength, you can overcome or transcend physical limitations or difficult situations. And lastly, you may have been told a bit of gossip and feel the need to let it off your chest and tell someone else about it, but it is important to keep quiet at this time. Tell this information to a pet or even to the wind or the ocean so that you can let it out without breaking the trust. So I can see there's one person in here. So if you'd like me to pull some cards for you, I'll do that. And while I'm waiting for any comments to come through, I'll pull some cards for the collective. Just clear those of the last energies. Okay, what does the collective need to know coming up? What's coming up this week for the collective? Nothing wants to come out. What do we need to know? Oh, got a couple of cards there. Oh, that was way too many. I've got one card. I'd like to clarify that one, please. Clarify. Oh, last one. Okay. So first up, we've got present. So stay in the present moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future or stressing about things that have happened in the past. Just live in the present. We've got partner and passion with heartbreak. We also got shared resources as a clarifier for the partner card. So you might be fighting over something shared, whether that be, it could be an ex-partner fighting over the kids, or it could be Something else you share could be money. If you have shared money, you could be fighting over that. And then we've got chance for renewal, though. So all good things are going to come from that. Everything will get better afterwards. What else have we got? We've got own your power. So stand in your power. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. We've also got travel. So you may be traveling, even if it's just a short distance. You could be traveling, having a good time. So that's all good. And yeah, that's, oh, whoops. There's one last one. One last one. So that's just being oneness with the universe. Yeah. I just channeled these cards. I wrote down the words that came to me. So I didn't write down definitions with them. I just sort of wrote down what it said, and I thought I would be able to reveal the messages as I pulled them, but maybe I should have written more clearer definitions for each one, because I'm not really sure what to say on the one. Let me have a think about it. I'm getting the word trust. So you just trust in yourself. Now, if there's anyone that would like some cards pulled, just leave a comment. But it doesn't look like there's any comments. So I might just leave it at that today, and have a great day. Oh.